I'm back with another album review. Today's review is on Sphinctour by Ministry. This is a live album that was recorded in '96 when the band was on tour in support of Filth, aka the black sheep of the band's discography. Once again, I'll take Filth over Ricochet by Rise Against. Anyways, this album was produced by Al Jorgensen and Paul Barker. The mixing was done by Bill Chappell. The mastering is done by Tom Baker at Precision Mastering. The album was released on March 19th, 2002 on Sanctuary Records. There was also a DVD and a VHS that went along with this album, but I don't have either of those. Now let's talk about the songs. The album starts with Psalm 69. Although the tour was meant to promote Filth, they still played songs from previous albums. That includes their magnum opus, that is Psalm 69. The band was in Paris, France for this recording. The next track is Crumbs. The band was in Stuttgart for this track, and Stuttgart is where Mercedes-Benz and Porsche are from. After that is Reload. Al was playing a mandolin on this track, and the band was in Albuquerque. Next up is Filth, the title track from the album of the same name. The guys were in Toronto, and Al was playing a harmonica. Up next is So What. The band was in San Francisco for this track, but the track itself was excluded from the CD due to space limitations. That's followed by Just One Fix. This track has been a staple of the band's live shows for decades, and it's quite appropriate that they were in Chicago for this because that's where the band originated from. We followed up with NWO. The guys were in Los Angeles for this. Ever since Psalm 69 came out, they've been playing this at almost all their live shows. Right after that is Hero. Now, this part of the tour was when the guys were in Hamburg, which is where KMFDM are from. The following track is Thieves. It's from when the guys were in Seattle, aka the grunge capital of the world. The track after that is Scarecrow. The band was in Venice, Italy for this. Ironically enough, the film Casino Royale came out 10 years later and has scenes that took place in Venice. In 2006 was when Ministry released Rio Grande Blood. More on that in a future episode. The track that comes next is Lava. The Ministry was in Brussels for this performance. The second to last track is The Fall. Paul was on keyboard bass for this, and the performance took place at Brixton Academy in London, England. The album ends with Stigmata. These guys were in New York City for this track. However, the track was excluded from the CD. The only information I could find regarding this album, regarding how this album performed commercially, is that 12,113 copies were sold in the US, according to PissArmy.com. When it comes to the critics, AllMusic thought the album was okay. However, the Rolling Stone album guide didn't like it, and it's fair to say that publication is full of shit. Now for my thoughts. I think this is a good album. I can understand why most of the songs aren't from Filth because they weren't really proud of it. This album also came out 6 years after Filth. You think they would have released this closer to that album, but better late than never, I guess. According to MTV, there were 3 live albums that the band was planning to release on Ipecac Records, but those were canceled because of a falling out with Warner Records. so they signed a deal with Sanctuary Records. Overall, I recommend checking out this album. Now it's part of my question you. Have you listened to Sphinctour? If so, what do you think about it? What's your favorite song from it? Did you see Ministry during the Filth tour? And let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to press the notification bell to notify of future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with another review.